Yeah, in the spirit of ADIPEC, we are going to be looking now at a big deal, literally a big deal, that has taken place in the oil space. Adnoc Drilling, an ADX-listed company, has acquired 80% of MBS Petroleum Services. Sounds quite dry, but what will it mean for shareholders? We are joined by Youssef Salem, the CFO of Adnoc Drilling, who has come to our studio in Dubai instead of being at ADIPEC in Abu Dhabi. Are you hiding, Youssef?
Morning. Thank you for having me. That's the beauty of an early start. We can still make it on time.
You're going to be hard to hide at ADIPEC, aren't you, given that you're about 2 foot taller than everybody else who is in the halls. Right, this acquisition, what is it practically going to give you? I'm talking rigs, I'm talking service contracts and footprint.
Service contracts, it will give us $900 million of backlog additional in these countries. That means $900 million that will translate into revenues in the coming years. Rigs, it gives us 21 rigs across 3 countries, Kuwait, Oman, and Bahrain. It gives us relationships with the biggest oil companies in the region, Kuwait Oil Company, and PDO in Oman, and Babco in Bahrain.
Okay, and what does that then start to turn you into? This is your second regional acquisition. What does it say about your ambition as a company?
That it's global. Today, we're starting from Abu Dhabi, which always will be our backbone, giving us a guaranteed, secure, long-term, exclusive business. And then we're complementing this with now high growth drivers in additional countries. And hence you go from complementing a local, secure play with a global growth play.
Okay. Why do you have to do that? Is it not enough to be Adnoc's driller? I'm simplifying wildly, of course. But do you have to have the diversification?
Today, we are the most overweight stock by investors in all global emerging markets. Why is that? Because we offer a unique blend of full downside protection and dividend guarantee, and then a very quick growth upside where we've been growing 30% year on year. We're the most covered stock in the Middle East by 21 analysts with 20 buys for the same reason. We need to maintain this duality of growth and dividends, which is unique to Adnoc Drilling.
Okay. And what is the compound effect of those rigs and being in those different countries? What does it do to your competitiveness to go off and then bid for other contracts?
One is it allows our technology to be deployed across more. We've developed now a portfolio of 140 patents of different technologies and AI in the energy space. Now we have a wider footprint to deploy these technologies and create value from them. And it gives us more synergies. We now have 169 rigs across 4 countries, the largest fleet in the Middle East by far. So it gives a lot of synergies and further opportunities.
But you've got to integrate all that, don't you? You have to integrate operations across 4 jurisdictions. And this is the point that mergers and acquisitions often fall down.
And that's precisely why we're doing this partnership. So you see everything we've done. The previous acquisition, a partnership with Schlumberger. This one with MBPS, our technology with Alpha Dhabi, our unconventional with Patterson and Schlumberger. We're always partnering because we always acknowledge there are challenges and we have a partner, best in class, with skin in the game to be with us on the journey.
What do we take from the timing of this? We had Dr. Sultan Al-Jaber obviously speaking at ADIPEC. He was talking about the oil industry, the energy industry needing another $4 trillion in investment. We are hearing that now people are looking at fracking technologies, US technologies to get it out of the ground. Forecasts going up because of what AI and data centers are going to need in demand. What does this do to your capacity? Is this the story that you are positioning yourself for?
Absolutely, and it's more than positioning, it's reality today. Stargate is happening, the latest chips are cleared and coming to the UAE. Microsoft, $15 billion being invested. So now it's more than a positioning, it's more than a story. It's a reality on the ground, the UAE adding to it being a capital of capital and a capital of energy, a capital of AI as well.
Right, let's look at what it means for shareholders. You've said this transaction is going to be accretive from day one. What is that actually going to mean for retail investors? What will it mean for earnings? What will it mean for cash flow?
For cash flow, it means that the minimum dividend that they're getting, which is going up 5% year on year, is continuing. But now with more cash coming in, we have even more potential for additional discretionary dividends, which are part of the policy on top of the guarantee.
Great. That's my question, because you guys have come out recently, all Adnoc subsidiaries have, and you've announced your quarterly dividends and you've added to the pile. Could we see even more on the dividend front?
Definitely. In our dividend policy, we've been extremely clear every time we refer to the $6.8 billion that we will distribute in the next 6 years, that this is merely a floor. That's the absolute bare minimum. The board has full discretion to go above that number at any given time.
What's the likelihood that you're going to do that in the next year?
If you look at our cash flows, the dividends today is only around 60% of the net income and the free cash flow we generate before M&A. We'll only have very low amount of debt on the balance sheet. So both from a cash flow and a balance sheet, we have massive capacity to keep growing both the business and or the dividends.
What if this whole AI thing goes pop? We saw the stock markets over the last couple of days begin to worry about the story about the use of AI. We saw a lot of red arrows, green this morning, but even so, there's been a big pullback from a lot of the major AI players. What if it doesn't become the big all energy using technology that people are predicting?
I think there's a big difference between people's view on what part of valuation and multiples is already embedded in AI companies, which everyone can have their view on, and between the fundamental need and application of AI, which I think at this point is out of question. And we're playing on the latter, supplying gas into that, regardless of how much the market puts multiples on these earnings for AI companies.
Right. 20 seconds next with you, and I'm going to get told off for it anyway. Is there more in the pipeline, more acquisitions?
There's always more in general, whether in acquisitions or organic growth, but there's always more to come.
Youssef Salem is the CFO of Adnoc Drilling, coming in because they have just made another regional acquisition, 80% of MBS Petroleum Services. Thank you for your time.
Thank you so much.